Yeah, hi. Plug. Um, I'm working on this concept, right, of you know social ecology and value, right? So, cut to this chase of people who are unemployed, but also people who are unemployable in a sense. Well, some senses can be taught. Um, so basically, I think that people should have the job of recycling. Okay, so this is this global concept of doing ecology. You know, taking leaves. Okay, so you've got all these leaves out here, right? You got trees. The tree is actually blocking the sun from this house I'm at. So you could cut that tree in a very poetic way, a very you could say Eastern, where the branches are coming out, letting the sun hit the buildings. But basically, you have all this. Well, you have garbage, right? So like, look at the garbage, right? There's plastic and paper is the main thing. Glass is recyclable, so buildings made of glass are like buildings made of bricks. Only you can recycle the glass. The energy intensity, yes, but we're all looking out the window and at the curtains that are being cleaned, nurturally cleaned. Um, so what needs to happen is people need to be given these jobs of just cleaning stuff up, gathering it with a camera phone. This beautiful thing, right? That you can say, here's the leaves, here's the the forest leaves, the fire potential. If you can say, take a picture of that, and someone says, okay, now go clean it up, that particular way, in that ecological uh, environmental sort, you're leaving enough for wildlife and stuff like that, but you're having people who can't really do very much collect this stuff, separate the garbage, the plastic, the vapor barrier, all these stuff just go into the landfill. Excuse me. And so this is this great job that you could have people do that would pay, okay? Because the or leaf matter, forest stuff, agricultural side stuff. Um, it could be used for fuel, or it could also be used as agricultural stuff, so forestry stuff. So you could plant forests where there aren't any forests, but you have to collect the stuff, and that is a job that people who are not employed should be doing constantly for money. But because this camera phone would enable people to quantify what they're doing, not just going off and collecting whatever, because you get recyclers who are, they go to a museum and they say, oh, there's some scrap metal, right? So let's recycle that, and they're being corrupt, and corruption feeds more corruption. So so having this process where people who are on the dole are have this constant job that will give them food and shelter, will rationalize all that stuff. And so you have your outside stuff, you're collecting leaf litter and stuff like that, right? And then you also have the interior one, which is, like I was trying to say earlier, is a drunk job. Okay, so anyone could do it. Just anyone who's got hands that work, and that is pretty much just about every human who's uh, played it safe, I guess. Um, collecting that stuff, and then like you have these conveyor belts. The garbage goes down. You simply separating that stuff. You have a bunch of teams going in there. There, a couple of minutes of intense, work, and then the next team comes in, and you get a good break, and you're not getting like excessively paid, but you're getting balanced payment for what the value is in there. The vapor barriers, you could take that stuff and take all the organic matter and these vapor barriers from garbage, plastic and paper layered together in little segments, bales of leaves and brush, and have people collect that. And you're basically taking all this stuff and using it agriculturally. Okay, so it has like 2 phases. At first it's collected and then it's stored securely, so it's not going to go burning anyways, and then it's shipped to where you want to have forestry or agriculture even. So potentially you could actually have grains growing in between little strips of vapor barriers in deserts. Okay, it can't be plowed because then you'll be killing the vapor barrier. So it's more logical for forestry, and you could have trees growing where there aren't any trees in deserts with dust storms. These lines of trees, as they're growing up under that vapor barrier in the desert, they'll be stopping those dust storms. And that is good, particularly in the short term, okay, because dust and even certain varieties of trees are also contribute to air quality, and a little bit of wildlife could be living in there as well, transforming that stuff into goodness. Taking what would burn and taking people who are not working, who can't work perhaps, and having them have this process where they can be of a contribution. That's a really fundamental thing, and let's just leave it at that. Thank you. Stop.